Prince Harry's decision to attend the Envision 2025 Global Partner Conference in Shanghai, a high-profile summit focused on sustainable tourism, was widely anticipated as a moment for him to solidify his standing as a serious environmental advocate. Yet, the reality was far from the triumphant return many expected. Instead, Harry found himself publicly sidelined in what became a spectacular corporate rebuke. The entire board of Travest, including executives from the powerful Trip.com group, voted unanimously to strip him of his patron title. Not a single voice rose in his defense. The man once lauded as the champion of sustainable tourism was ousted from the very initiative he helped launch. Insiders who have worked closely with the board describe a tense and icy atmosphere behind closed doors, with the swift and unanimous decision reflecting deep frustrations about Harry's increasingly distracting presence. Having recently visited Shanghai for a major show-jumping event, observers noted the city's vibrancy and progressive stance on sustainability. Yet, despite the grandeur of the location, Harry's presence at the summit was viewed internally as a celebrity spectacle, rather than a meaningful contribution. Whispers circulated within boardrooms and partner organizations. Harry was now seen as a liability, more interested in cultivating his celebrity image than advancing Travest's mission. This unanimous clean sweep of Harry was unusual in the corporate world, where political considerations and loyalty often prevent such decisive action. But the executives, including major travel and technology partners, felt they had no choice. Harry's image had become a distraction that threatened to overshadow the coalition's work to transform global travel. At its inception, Travest was envisioned as a serious and data-driven initiative to promote sustainability in the $490 billion Asia-Pacific travel market, backed by heavyweights such as Trip.com, Amadeus, Booking.com, and Google. It aimed to leverage technology and partnerships to reduce carbon emissions and promote responsible tourism. However, Harry's approach was criticized as overly focused on flash and spectacle, with vague platitudes replacing hard data and actionable strategies. During his keynote address at Envision 2025, Harry's speech was widely described by attendees as hollow and superficial, filled with emotional anecdotes, references to his children, and subtle jabs at the media, but notably lacking in concrete policy proposals or measurable progress reports. Delegates, especially those from Asia-Pacific's travel and environmental sectors, were expecting leadership grounded in science and pragmatism, not a celebrity-driven performance. One insider bluntly called the speech a missed opportunity of catastrophic proportions. The disconnect between Harry's celebrity persona and Travest's data-centric mission was glaring. Senior executives lamented that what began as a hopeful push for sustainable tourism had become an accidental PR campaign for the Sussex brand, a vanity project rather than a vehicle for genuine impact. Behind the scenes, criticism mounted. Reports emerged that Harry often skipped essential planning meetings, ignored urgent communications, and insisted on tailoring event agendas to highlight references to his Netflix documentaries and memoir excerpts, thereby sidelining serious content. NGO partners complained that their local training workshops were often cut short so cameras could capture Harry's brief public appearances, with little follow-up support for communities. This pattern eroded trust among sponsors and donors. Leaked internal memos revealed that at least 2 major 7-figure grants were pulled in late 2024, primarily due to fears of associating with the ongoing Sussex controversies. Even airlines and corporations with a vested interest in sustainable travel withdrew support, citing reputational volatility. Perhaps the most damaging blow was the stark hypocrisy between Travest's environmental ethos and Harry's personal travel habits. Investigative reports tracked Harry taking at least 7 private jet flights within the first 4 months of 2025, including multiple flights within a single week. Photos surfaced showing luxury hotel suites and lavish getaways, which directly contradicted the initiative's message of "leave only footprints." Staff struggled to defend these optics while maintaining Travest's public messaging on carbon reduction and sustainability goals. The situation culminated in climate activists protesting outside Travest's London headquarters with signs reading, "Practice what you preach." Pressure mounted for stricter travel policies, but Harry insisted security concerns necessitated the private flights, a justification that failed to convince many in the environmental community and corporate boardrooms alike. Ultimately, the board decided the mission must come before the man. Meghan Markle's growing influence within Travis also raised alarms. Sources revealed that senior partners noticed an increasing number of references to the Sussex's media ventures and Meghan's lifestyle brand within the nonprofit's communications. During a tense January 2025 strategy call, Meghan reportedly proposed co-branding Travis case studies with her upcoming Netflix series on ethical luxury, a suggestion that made clear the risk of the nonprofit becoming a marketing vehicle for the couple's brand. From that point, board members gathered evidence of this drift and, at the decisive May 30th meeting, voted to remove Harry. It wasn't just about his personal failings. It was about protecting Travis from turning into a celebrity-driven media platform, disconnected from its core mission. The aftermath saw a 6-month recovery plan focusing on substance over celebrity, including appointing an interim chair from the UN World Tourism Organization, enforcing a strict no-promotion pledge for all staff, and committing to quarterly public reports on carbon reduction metrics starting September 2025. The shift has already seen a thaw in stalled grants, with a Scandinavian airline pledging $3 million contingent on meeting transparency goals. The renewed focus now turns to local community leaders, indigenous guides, and tangible environmental impact, rather than celebrity appearances or glossy panel discussions. The Travis saga underscores a critical lesson. Real climate leadership demands hard work, transparency, and accountability, not royal charisma or media spectacle. In today's nonprofit world, public trust is a precious currency, and when it fades, so too does influence.